Good morning, grumpy golfers, and welcome to episode 2 of A Golfer's Ramblings. Now then, thanks for those that watched episode 1, those that commented, and I've actually got a couple of questions for today's episode, so might be a little bit of structure behind it. So get straight into it. First question, well in fact both questions are off Twitter. The first one is from Sean Hargreaves, so thanks for your question, Sean. And the question basically is golf lessons, and it is some people swear by lessons with a PGA Pro, others avoid them like the plague. What are my views, and how many lessons a year do I have? Well, let's start at the first part of the question, shall we? My view on having a lesson with a PGA Pro, yeah, do it. If you're gonna have a lesson with a certified PGA Pro. Doesn't necessarily have to be certified with the PGA, but that has got some teaching credentials behind them. It's all well and good having your mate from your club who plays off single figures tell you to do this, that and the other. A good golfer, obviously this is all my opinion, a good golfer does not constitute a good teacher. But in the same vein, a bad golfer doesn't mean they're going to be a bad teacher. I'll come to that a little bit in a minute. Now, I think lessons should be with PGA Pro, and I think you need, at some point in your golfing career, we'll call it, you need to have a few lessons. Whether it's to get you started, get you in the groove, or whether it's to get you back on track, or get you in a progression for someone that's self-taught. Now, when it comes to myself and lessons, as a junior, when I first started, I attended a group coaching session as a junior for many years. Then obviously, as I progressed, got better, that turned into individual coaching, probably once a fortnight, I think. But me personally, I haven't had a lesson since I was maybe 15, 16. I've had tips off pros, because obviously one of my good friends is a teaching pro, got his own academy, but I don't have lessons, or I haven't had lessons. Maybe I think I probably should keep toying with the idea of having lessons, or having at least a lesson a month, just to try and get me on track. I'm quite good at fault finding, and I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just at that point now where I'm struggling to rectify it, because obviously there's something more behind it. I made a point at the beginning of saying a bad golfer doesn't always make a bad teacher, and what I mean by that is, I'm going to talk a little bit about my dad. A shocking golfer. He's not great. He enjoys it, but he's not a good golfer. However, obviously, when I was a junior, he attended all of my lessons, every single one. So obviously, he's picked up things, but he's got an eye, and he can look. We're talking the basics now, don't get me wrong. He's not going to start talking about D-loft and wrist angles and things like that. He's just not going to get into that, because that's what your pros are for. But looking at the basics, he can look at my swing and say you're doing X, Y and Z wrong, and I'll change it and it'll make a difference. So he's got that natural eye for seeing things and fixing things at a basic level, which is perfect, which is ultimately, it's kept me away from having lessons with a pro, proper lessons with a pro, and it's also gotten me to pretty much a really good standard of golf. I got down to category 1 previously. That's post 15, so obviously I had my lessons up till I was about 15, then stopped, and I think I was about 20-ish when I got down to about 4, so pretty much down to me dad, just spotting those vitals. However, now I don't think my swing's changed quite a lot since then, and there's little naughty things in there coming over the top and stuff like that he can spot, but he doesn't know how to change, and I don't either. So yes, I'll be booking in for some lessons. And the problem I've got with lessons is I've got a good friend who's a teaching pro, and I've got other people that I know well that are also teaching pros. And the difficulty for me comes in, who do I go with? Who's going to teach me the best? It's not necessarily for me, it doesn't matter whether I know the person or not, it's who connects to me now and who I get on with. And obviously the people I know me and know how I work, but they're going to be able to work my golf swing. I don't know. Are they going to be too technical for me? Because some people like to get really in the nitty gritty and talk about real complex things to change. I'd want that simplifying. I'm a simple kind of guy. So yeah, I need to sort of sit down and think of who I'm going to go with. I've got an idea who it will be and when it will be. But yeah, I definitely need to get some lessons. I also need to get some lessons, and I really am going to do this. I just haven't found anyone that does it yet locally, putting lessons. Because obviously the people I know, whilst they're fantastic coaches, they're not specific putting coaches, and I want a specific putting coach, at least for maybe 2 or 3 lessons, just to get my game on track. So in answer to your question, should you have lessons with a PGA Pro? Most definitely, 100%. If you're going to have lessons, have them with a pro. Have them with someone that it makes a living out of teaching. But most importantly, have someone who's passionate about that teaching. Don't have the old boy at the range who's been there 30 years and just plods along doing it. No. Have someone that's passionate, that wants to learn, that constantly is striving to improve their knowledge base. So yeah, definitely have it with a PGA Pro. And how often do I have them? I don't. But that's something that is going to change in the near future. How frequently they're going to be, I don't know just yet. We'll see. So yeah, Sean, thanks for your question. Hope that answers it for you well. And the second question, again from Twitter, is from Martin Bedborough, Hacker Golfer, at Hacker Golfer. And his question is regarding what camera equipment and editing equipment do I use for my vlogs? Wow, Martin. Predominantly the early videos up until the last sort of 3 or 4, I think, were filmed with my old iPhone 6. I think there's one course vlog and my chipping in the back garden that's filmed on my Canon EOS 600D, I want to say, camera. And then the most recent 3, I think, are filmed on my new iPhone 8 Plus, which films in 4K. So to be honest with you, majority of my stuff, all of my stuff is filmed on my phone. Now if you look at the quality of the latest videos, i.e. which 2 predominantly show it, it would be my course vlog where I'm talking about course management, and the old uns versus young uns. They're both filmed on the iPhone 8 Plus. And I think I filmed it in 1080p. I don't think I've done it in 4K just because of the upload time. So yeah, the quality, the sound. The only problem is I need to get an external mic for it. So when you're on the course, the sound quality does sort of diminish a little bit. That's the only downside on that. But yeah, film pretty much everything on my camera, on my phone. It's just easy. I've got tripods for it, which are smaller than the normal camera tripods. It just makes everything more manageable rather than carrying my golf bag and a load of kit around, especially in the winter. It's just so much easier. As for editing software, I'm a Mac person, so I've got a MacBook Pro. I also, software-wise, use, obviously the easiest one and the most straightforward one that I'm using is iMovie. It's like literally the easiest thing I've used, and you know, the production quality is okay. I think it looks all right. I've also got Premiere Pro by Adobe and Final Cut Pro 10. I've got both of those. I'm in a lucky situation, I don't pay for software. I've got a friend that sources that for me. So yeah, so they're the softwares I use. Obviously when it comes to editing, it was completely new to me. So this, obviously, if you look at my first videos to my later videos, obviously I hope you can see an improvement in the production quality. But like I say, Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro are very, very complex, and I'm struggling with them at the minute. So obviously I need to spend more time practicing with those. But yeah, as a rule, pretty much everything's on iMovie because it's dead straightforward. Obviously you're limited to things like effects and titles and things like that, but as a rule it does the job. It ticks the boxes for what I need, and that's that really, guys. So thanks for your questions. I haven't really got a great deal to... Ooh, Tiger Woods. So I'm filming this on what day is it? Wednesday. I'm filming this on Wednesday after the Hero Challenge. Obviously, Tiger Woods' eagerly awaited return. How do we think he did? Do we think he's back? Do we think he's back, and do we think he's going to compete going forward? Personally, I think if he didn't have a bad Saturday, I think he'd have beat Rickie Fowler. Obviously, you can't take anything away from Rickie Fowler's 61 on the Sunday. Guy shot the lights out. He's had an absolute day out. So, congratulations to Rickie's on his Sunday performance and his 18 under win. So well done to that. But I think Tiger, if he didn't have a blow up on the Saturday, because let's be honest, he did have a blow up. Yeah, I think he'd have won. Will he win a major this year? Nope. Will he win a PGA European Tour competition this year? Yeah, I think he will. Maybe 2 or 3. I don't think he'll win a major. I don't think we'll see Tiger win another major, personally. Might be wrong. Stick your comments below on what you think on the old Tiger Woods front. Yeah, it's great to see the GOAT back, because let's be honest, in our time, anyone that's sort of my age, and if you know my age, then you know my era. If you don't, I ain't telling you. Tiger Woods is literally a formidable form. He's the greatest golfer that's been around in our time. Now, obviously, when I started watching golf, you've got obviously Nick Faldo, your Gregs, your Seves, obviously your Ollies, your Halafabals, but they're all sort of coming to the end of their career as Tiger's coming in. Obviously, Tiger was the dominating force for me growing up watching golf. And obviously he dropped off the face of the planet, and now me personally thinks there isn't a Tiger Woods. There isn't anyone that's dominating at the minute. You've obviously got your group, you've got your Dustin Johnsons, obviously your Rickie Fowlers, your Spieths, your Dustin Johnsons. You've got that little group, you know, your spring break group, that are doing well, and they're doing really, really well. But not one individual's dominating, which I think is fantastic for the game. It makes it interesting to watch, because week to week, you never know who's going to win. You know, and obviously Tommy Fleetwood, what an absolute guy. Come from pretty much nowhere to winning everything. You know, just won the race to Dubai from sort of nowhere, really. He's had an absolutely stonking season. So, some exciting years to come on the golf calendar, I think, you know, with the talent that's coming through. So, yeah, it's going to be some interesting watches. But anyway, just a short one today, guys. So again, guys, like the channel, comment, thumbs up the video, ask your questions on here below, ask your questions on Twitter at The Grumpy Golfer, and I'm going to start sticking some photos on my Instagram regarding Q&As. So comment on my Instagram as well, which is Graham R for Romeo Mackenzie. I think I might change that name though, but for now it's Graham R. Mackenzie. So guys, again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and stick your likes and comments below. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.